Good afternoon and welcome to another soul session. Today is Friday, June 26th. It is an 8 day, and Fridays are ruled by Venus. So that's today we talk about love. Heavy, heavy, heavy before we even get started. I don't know which one of you has a masculine. It feels very much like a Virgo, Gemini, or a Pisces in your energy that is definitely losing sleep over your silence. Somebody that you went into no contact with, somebody that you stopped speaking to, somebody that you completely closed the door. I'm hearing Bobby something. Don't turn the page. Don't give it up. Trying to believe what I'm seeing in us. This is someone who's going to come in this weekend or the next 3 days, whenever this message finds you. 3 days is not going to pass before this person comes in and tries to win you over, tries to win you back in some shape, form, or fashion. Before we get into today's love message, because this was for somebody in particular, and you know who you are, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, Virgo, or a Pisces, and we'll see what comes up for your sign. I pray that only the people that are supposed to receive these messages find this video. Any negative energy sent my way or towards the way of the collective is instantly turned into peace, blessings, and prosperity. Ashe. Let's get into the general message, the general love message for today, and then we'll get into the specific messages by the zodiac signs to see which person you guys have coming back in and when. If you haven't gotten your attraction oil, you haven't gotten your Maji, definitely get it now before I make the new batch of Maji, because that's going to have a different energy. If you're looking to boost your spells, you're looking to boost your workings, Maji will help you with that. The dream oil is more for protection, dominance, and things of that nature. That being said, Holy Spirit, and I have to go back to this high power card that came out, reminding you to trust your intuition, to trust everything that's going on, because everything is happening for a reason. And regardless of what it looks like, everything is happening exactly the way that it is supposed to happen. Don't question it. Don't fret. Whatever information that comes your way today, especially today, right? Because it's a palindrome day. When we write 62626 forward and backwards, it's the same thing. This is a cosmic reset point. You know, when you're playing video games and you reach a certain stage, you can start like going through lives and you won't go any further back than that particular stage you reached. This is that type of energy. So make sure you do some type of working, not just in love, right? But in any area or every area of your life that needs tending to, right? And that's another thing the Maji is good for. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know when it comes to love and life? Feel free to put your questions in the chat. Once I'm done with the channeling, I will get to your messages. What else does the collective need to know? And we are broadcasting on YouTube and TikTok. So hello to both teams. What else is the collective? Ooh, oh, oh. I don't like reversals in this deck, but you know, they came out, so we'll leave them just like that. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? Those of you, I think I'm all caught up through Wednesday for the personal readings. So if you requested one yesterday, you'll either get it later on this afternoon or Saturday, the latest. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective needs to know about? Okay. Yeah. Now I'm hearing don't want to be a player no more. The big pun version. This narcissist coming out. Whoever stonewalled somebody, you completely broke no contact. You may have changed your number. You've completely blocked. Like, it feels like there's no way for this person to reach you unless they pop up on you at work or in front of your house. And even that is difficult. You have them wanting to change their ways, wanting to do right, not just by you, right? They want to change their life for good, because losing you is one of the top three worst things that has ever happened to them. Holy Spirit, what else? What else does the collective need to know when it comes to love, life, and anything? We're going to leave that right there by the candle. I don't know if you could see the complete candle. Those on YouTube can't. Well, yes, you can. You can see a little piece of it. I'm going to leave that card right there. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know when it comes to love and life? What else does the collective ooh, needs to know when it comes to love and life? Thank you for these messages. I pray that everybody that's on the live and everybody that's watching this on the replay receives something that helps them along their journey, helps them along their enlightenment. If you have a personal question, you'd like a personal session, those are available. Now, this is St. Jude. St. Jude is who we petition for matters around health, healing, and removing blockages when it comes to your money. But this card here came out in reverse. Those of you who know that you have an ex, either from your side or your person's side, that has gone out of their way to going back to the bippity boppity boo, the spell work that was done, to try to break you guys apart, understand that going back to what was said, that you don't need to do anything. What was said the last time we went live, the work that you worked is working. Your angels have intervened, not just your ancestors and your personal spiritual guides, but the angels have intervened to bring you healing as well as this relationship healing. So let them do what they're doing. Let them work their magic. Let them try to do this and try to do that. They're going to be dealt with, and they're going to be dealt with expeditiously. Who's ever in the on the live that was wondering about it, you don't have to worry. Start giving thanks for your angelic team, for your spirit guides working it out. Those of you on the YouTube side, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? Because we've got goals over here. We're going to start over here with the here and now because this coming out in reverse feels like the energy of things going into motion, things finally flowing. They wanted to add to those of you who experience blockages in your love life because either an ex didn't want you to move on or their ex didn't want them to move on. Somebody has really did a number on your life, not just your love life. They don't want to see you happy. And that's why things have been delayed. That's why things have been slow to move forward. That's why things have been slow to change. You too are getting the of course, because it's a palindrome day, right? You're getting the message that it's all going to work out. We're under some very powerful cosmic energies that could be used for good or for bad. It could go either way because it's so potent. It depends on what the user, the caster, the intender, the person who's praying wants to use this energy. They really, really want you to sit with the knowing that the things you've intended, especially those of you who did the 13 wishes during the winter solstice, you should have started seeing some of those wishes manifest into your reality. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to the 13 wishes, put it into the comments so I could get you prepared for when this happens later on again this year, right? We always do it for the solstice. Those blockages you've been experiencing, not just in love, but in all areas of your life, they're about to pass. They're about to be dealt with. You don't need to be concerned anymore. You worried enough and you had valid reasons to worry. Let it go and let God, literally, let God and the angels handle it because they're doing their very best to bring you balance, right? Whatever you had to walk away from is preparing you to receive every good thing. And you heard that before, right? That's coming your way, especially when it comes to love. With this Page of Cups, some of you are getting that confirmation text, confirmation message within the next 3 days. Somebody that you close the door on is going to do everything they can to make things right with you, right? Have that conversation, especially this Virgo, Gemini, Pisces that's no longer wanting to be a player, that's no longer in that narcissistic energy, that's learned the lessons that they needed to learn to grow and become the person that they are meant to be in this lifetime. How are we doing for time? Next, we have another confirmation. This is why you don't need to worry. That order you've put into the universe, what you requested, is well on its way. Some of you feel like your prayers, who is this? Because we got this message before, like your prayers aren't being heard or you're forgotten, right? Your last picked. Mm-mm. That long delayed dream, that long delayed wish fulfillment in love in all areas of your life is coming in, right? Because whenever we see the Knight of Pentacles, it talks about things taking a long time to come because he's the slowest moving knight in the deck. But when it arrives, it arrives. Any fears, worries, lingering attachments to people, places, and things that you know do not mean, do not wish for your highest good. Use this in between time, the liminal space between who you were and who you're becoming, right? Praying for the blessing and the blessing actually arriving. Use that time in between to make peace with everything and everyone you have to let go of and make room for all the good things that are coming, especially the beautiful changes to your relationship status once these blockages are cleared and once those gremlins that have been trying to stop you along your journey are rightfully dealt with. This is the second time we're getting message. Hope you see what that says, right? Why are you worried? When we worry, the universe gives us more things to worry about, right? Whatever energetic frequency we're in is what we're going to get. We can say we want XYZ, but if we're not vibrating at XYZ, they're going to give us what we are vibrating. With this thoughts card, it's also confirming that somebody's realizing, and we got this message earlier in the week, that you're their person, their forever person, their soulmate. Some of them are real page like, very juvenile, like they forgot to grow up. They still act like a 17-year-old, I'm hearing angels say, right? Still into the video games, still into hanging with the boys, and it's all very harmless. They're still very stuck. Like it feels like they're emotionally stuck in that timeline. But their love for you is helping them realize that they need to grow up. It's time for them to really mature. This twin flame union, and I'm pretty sure the viewers, my collective, know what I mean when I say twin flame and not what the general consensus is on twin flames because that's not it, right? We have severely, as a people, butchered what twin flames truly are. But this weekend, expect that conversation. Expect union to come into place. Expect situations to suddenly, miraculously, serendipitously, I'm seeing change and shift. Going back to that Knight of Pentacles that came out, delays, things taking forever to come, you're going to get some type of message, either some type of angel number, intuitive message, something like that, or that email or letter in the mail telling you that you've been selected. Here's a check. Here's a this. Here's a that. Whatever has been delayed is going to fall into your lap soon. And lastly, be fair today. Yeah. Now, when we see the Queen of Swords, let me bring it over to this side. Right? Sometimes it could be a very cutthroat, icy, when she's in reverse, right? Very icy, very not demure, doesn't care about your feelings, just tells you how it is, just says what sounds good, so it serves them. But this is upright, talking about someone who's ready to speak their truth, emotionally let down their guards, let you know how they truly feel, especially if you had a birthday or are about to have a birthday within the next 3 days. Like if you had a birthday 3 days ago or about to have a birthday in 3 days, if somebody's using this time, of course, with Mercury retrograde happening on Monday, right? And I believe 29 came out somewhere because that's when we're having Mercury retrograde, and we're also having a full moon in Capricorn. Sidebar, that's why you should have seen some of your 13 wishes already manifest, right? Because we did it during the winter solstice, which is during Capricorn season. But this is somebody that's really using some type of special event, or maybe even the 4th of July, some type of holiday, and your birthday is a holiday, to celebrate, not only celebrate you, but to tell you that it's been you all along, that they want you and only you, that they want to be with you and only you, that they know they did da 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 da, and they're willing to work. And this is the things that they've done to do to do the work. Some of them have joined a church, and they're actually one of those people that read the gospel, like if you go to Catholic church, right? They're one of the people that, go up to do the reading, right? They actually serve. They're an usher, right? They're doing things in the community because they still like to socialize, but now they're trying to use that energy to be in the right way, in a way that actually not only serves the collective, but serves them. Rather than spending time at the bar talking to strangers, they're spending time in places where the community gathers, maybe going to the flea markets and helping out vendors or providing some type of fruit stand or doing something. This is somebody who is really dead set on making sure from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep, every action that they're taking aligns with this new person that they're becoming. So when they come to you, they're not only coming with talk, they're coming with receipts. Okay? Okay. Let's get into the messages for the signs. And we're going to keep this short today because we are a little short on time, because you can see I just jumbled all of this up. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. We're going to do it by earth, water, air, things of that nature, so I can have enough time to get to your comments. And then when we go on Monday, we'll get back to the individual signs. Some of you were asked, what's your vision of love? Did you ever answer that question for yourself? Today is a good day to do that, especially during the Venus hour, to make that declaration and decree that this is what you want in love and allow it to manifest for you, because it's coming. Stop doubting it. Stop worrying about it. It's coming. You've already put that intention out there. So it's coming. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know for earth signs? Thank you. What do we need to know for earth signs? You got a whole story going on. What do we need to know for Jesus, air signs? And we're going to leave that flying by the candle. Gemini, St. Jude, make it happen. Okay? Okay. Because you saw it a lot. Landed. Air signs, earth, air, water. What do we need for water signs? My finger stopped there. And fire signs. Holy Spirit, what else do we need to know? When you watch the replay on YouTube, you'll be able to see all the cards in full view. I know on TikTok it gets cut off a little bit. What do we need to know for earth signs? What else do the earth signs need to know? What do the air signs need to know when it comes to Jesus? They all fell on the floor. Okay. Put fire signs over there. heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions. So you're the person, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Or your person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising, really in this energy of navigating their emotions, navigating their feelings. This is somebody that's definitely, as the title on YouTube says, feeling lost without you. They didn't think the silence would last this long. They didn't think you would stand on business. They didn't think you would react the way that you are. This is someone, going back to this Eight of Cups. I don't know what they say, Eight of Pentacles. They're going through that transition. If they haven't started serving the community, serving the church, showing up in a more spiritual way, maybe even opening a little incense stand, right? They're doing something to navigate their spirituality to help deepen their understanding before they could come and give you an offer. So while it may not happen in the next 3 days, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo is definitely happening within the next 3 months. Definitely before some summer is over, somebody is coming in to make things right. They're just not there yet. They're still in the energy of, okay, I'm going to do this. I want to do that. I got to sign up for this. I got to sign up for that. And then they have to do it and then come with the receipts. Air signs. Well, looky with that Fool card, right? Taking that leap of faith. It feels like this is your confirmation, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, that you've done the work. You've released because the Fool has no baggage, right? They had this little handkerchief with the bare necessities, right? The simple bare, you know the song, right? And that's what you need to move forward. Travel light, travel far. And it feels like this time, regardless of how love has showed up for you, especially if you are a fire sign or an air sign, because it looks like he's about to leap, right, into the air. However, it showed up for you before, that is not this. What it was is not what it is now. What it is what you've been praying for, what you've been asking for, what you've been hoping for, right? This time around is the right time. This cycle that you've completed of love showing up for you in not so cool ways, not so good ways, not just with your lovers, but in family, friends, coworkers. All of that is shifting because you shifted. You changed your vibration, so the whole world is going to change with you. Air signs. This King of Swords coming out in reverse. Some of you might be leaning into that energy of maybe it's not my time. Maybe my prayers aren't being answered. Maybe I have been forgotten. Mm-mm. In mind, body, and soul, you are this new person. Give the rest of the world a chance to catch up. Okay? Okay. And we have water signs. Ooh. Okay. Water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Be careful with the person that's coming back. If you are a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or your person is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, hear them out. But see those receipts first. Have the physical proof that they're changing. What did they do? What are they doing new now that shows that they are a new version? Just don't take it at face value, right? Make sure you're seeing them with clear new eyes and clear new understanding. And lastly, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Separation is coming to an end. Distance coming out with the Three of Cups. Separation is definitely coming to an end, and it feels like, especially if you're dealing with with a air sign. I was going to say Gemini, but with an air sign, expect communication shortly. Maybe not within the 3 days, but definitely it is coming in. And this is another person, regardless of their sign. If you're an air sign, this is pointed towards air sign viewers. Your person is doing their best to come forward and make things right with you, especially if you have a fire Venus or a fire Mars. Aries just kind of took over your energy. So you're probably dealing with a Gemini moon, Gemini Mars, or Gemini rising, or Libra. But take what fits and leave the rest. Or you could be one of those signs and you're very feisty, right? You could be an air sign with very feisty energy and wanting things to show up. And, you have this very short list of how love can show up for you or how love should show up for you. Broaden your list and watch how the universe, the world adjusts to help you along your journey. That is the messages. Let me go quickly through the chat because I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. My YouTube people, did you like and subscribe? Hi, Miss Nicole. Much love, peace and blessings to my moderators on both sides. I pray that both sides of your pillow are always cool, your heart and your pockets are always full. Ashe. Hey, Mars, how are you? Caught me on the other side. Hi, Mother Earth. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Carla. Hi, Alvina. Daisy. Hi, Daisy. It's been a while. I've been coming on really early, though. Today was the only opportunity that I had to come on later in the afternoon. Hey, Nashaya. How are you? Hi, Vivi. Hi, Vivi. How are you? Hey, Red. How are you? Hi, Georgia girl. Cece, I think you may have gotten the message. If not, send me a DM because I believe something came through during the general. Bree, now that I might do a whole message into I might pull a reading for that and post it on TikTok. I wish mine was still into video games, but instead he's into the ghosting games. Bree, I'm gonna lean into that because that's too poetic to just leave right there and see what comes up energetically later on this afternoon. Hi to Queen, how are you? Hi Nikki, how are you? I am. Big shout out to the folks that got birthdays coming up. Hi Cheetah, how are you? Belle Papi, if you'd like a reading, a message, you could go to my website. Parce que mes pas fait bagay sa sous réseau. Okay? Okay. Dorsey, how are you? Daisy, I love that you're blessed and busy. Ew. Give me at least 24 hours. My goal, as I look at the clock, right, is to have it before this day is over. Um, yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. 11:55 on the West Coast. It is 2:55 here on the East Coast. I pray, well, first and foremost, thank you for spending this part of your day, your afternoon, your evening with Spirit, the Soul Tribe, and me. I pray that you have an amazing rest of your day. Your prayers get answered. Your day is filled with peace, love, joy, and everything that makes your heart smile. Ashe.